Here are my top 10 tips on how to get over your twin flame. Number 1, the most important thing to remember is that they are you in another body. That's it. What that means is that they are a simultaneous incarnation of your higher self, your soul. It's like meeting a past life version of yourself or a future life version of yourself, but instead you've met another present life version of yourself. That's right. Reincarnation doesn't work how people think it works. Okay? You can have multiple yous in the same physical timeline. You don't just live and then die and then reincarnate. Your higher self can choose to live in more than one body at the same time. That's it. That's all that is happening. How do I know this? Because when I met my twin flame, I gained the ability to see my past, present, and future lives. Why did I gain this ability? Because my twin flame is me. We are one and the same person. Just like all my past life me's are me, just like all my future life me's are me, my twin flame is just another present life version of me. It is just my soul in a different body. You know what the problem with knowing yourself is? Would you marry you? Probably not. Would you marry your past life self? Probably not. You know what the problem with marrying yourself is? You love all your good points. I mean, I love all my good points. But your bad points? Man, I bet they drive you insane. My bad points drive me insane. Does this sound familiar? Of course it is. This is probably what you're going through with your twin flame. That's because it's you in another body. Number 2, cut them off completely. I mean, completely. Don't talk to them anymore. They don't exist. You aren't supposed to know yourself. You don't know your past life selves in the physical. You don't know your future life selves in the physical. Okay? Something very cool has happened where you've met yourself in another body, but it wasn't to marry them. It wasn't to be in a romantic relationship with them. Number 1 rule of time travel is don't meet yourself in another body. Okay? Because it can cause all sorts of chaos and time bleeds and all sorts of things in different timelines. Okay? Cut them off completely. If you're an alcoholic and you want to stop drinking and get over your alcoholism, you don't keep drinking alcohol, do you? Your twin flame is your drink of choice, your favorite vice. You need to go cold turkey, no more drinking in twin flame energy. Number 3, get rid of anything that reminds you of them. Again, someone who is trying to stop being an alcoholic, someone who is in AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, they don't stare at beer bottles all day. Get rid of the temptation, okay? Don't go to places that remind you of them. Stop going there. Stop hanging out with people that remind you of them as well. Don't make friendships with people that you have in common. If they have these things that they gave you as presents, get rid of them. If you have photos of them, get rid of them. Stop staring at them. It's just you in another body. If you want to look at them, stare at yourself in the mirror because that's you. That's them. You are the same person, okay? You need to get out of this obsessive energy. That's the whole point of this twin flame journey, to learn how to get out of this obsessive energy, okay? Get rid of everything that reminds you of them. Number 4, get off their social media. Again, if you're an Alcoholics Anonymous, you're not drinking alcohol, are you? You're getting over drinking alcohol. You want to be sober. Sober the fuck up. Get off their social media. Delete their phone number. Block them. Forget about them. They don't exist to you. You're not supposed to know yourself in another body. Forget them. You don't know your past life self or your future life self in real life, do you? Okay? Stop looking at their stuff. All it's going to do is make you obsessively think about them and crave them. Just like if you're an alcoholic trying to get over being an alcoholic and you want to go sober, you're not going to stare at beer bottles all day. Get out of the fucking brewery. Number 5, stop talking about them. Stop talking about twin flames altogether. Twin flames don't exist. There is no such thing as twin flames. This is truth. The only thing that exists are simultaneous incarnations, okay? That's what you think is going on, twin flames. That doesn't exist. What is actually existing is simultaneous incarnations, which means that more than one of you is existing at the same time. Twin flames are not supposed to be a romantic thing. You're not supposed to marry yourself, okay? For obvious reasons. Like I said, the good points are good, but the bad points are bad. Number 6, stop looking at anything twin flame related. Again, come back to, if you're trying to sober up, you're not going to stare at beer bottles all day, okay? And when I say stop looking at anything twin flame related, I mean all the romantic stuff, which is like 99% of the stuff that's out there to do with twin flames. You're not supposed to be together forever. You are together forever. You are them. You're not apart. How can you be apart from yourself? You are the same person, but you're not supposed to be in a romantic relationship. And you know what the best thing about when you get out of that obsessive energy is? And when you start doing all these things that I'm talking about? The obsessive thinking stops, which is just the biggest relief ever, because I know you're so tired of it. It's exhausting. It is exhausting thinking of the same thing, the same person, every single second of every single day. Where focus goes, energy flows. Start focusing on the now, okay? It's just you. Once you start doing all these things, the romantic feelings will subside and you will feel fantastic, okay? It's just you and another body. Do you feel romantic feelings for yourself? No, of course not. All right? Stop drinking in that twin flame obsessive energy. Number 7, stop going to fortune tellers. Please stop going to fortune tellers. And I'm a psychic who could see the future and the past and other present lives. And I'm telling you not to go to psychics at all. You don't need a psychic, okay? Nobody can see the future. The future doesn't exist. I have seen the future, yes, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen, because life is a choose your own adventure novel, okay? There are multiple possibilities that can happen. Psychics that give readings, they can only see one possibility. They're only telling you about one possibility that can happen. You can make one change and everything will change in a split second. There are multiple possible futures existing in parallel timelines. Stop going to fortune tellers and asking if you're going to marry them in the future, or are you going to be together forever, okay? Because no one can actually tell that. Not only that, if you go to a fortune teller to ask them if they love you, look, they probably do love you. It's you. You should love yourself. But start loving yourself in your body. That's the whole point of this when people say you go through the twin flame journey to learn how to love yourself. That is true. But guess what? Start loving you in your body. Stop loving you in that body. You need to focus on your body. Your body, your incarnation is the most important. Start loving you. Okay? You know what? They may love you romantically as well. They might want to be with you, but it doesn't count if they're not doing it in the physical. Okay? It doesn't count at all. I have a romantic soulmate that tells me every single second I see him that he loves me. Okay? I'm not searching in it for signs and synchronicities or dreams or anything like that. He's telling me physically. If they're not telling you in the physical reality, it doesn't count. Okay, number 8. Start being present. Every second of every day. Meditate, research. That's the 2 things that you're going to do now. You're going to meditate and you're going to research about being present and surrendering. That's it. That's the goal of your life now, non-stop. This is what's going to stop you from thinking those obsessive thoughts. Okay? Live in the now. Okay? You are a soul in training. Anyone who knows anything about life on the other side, heaven, or whatever you want to call it, which I've seen multiple times because I can see my other lives. I've seen myself die in lots of different lives, and I've seen where we come from, source, or whatever you want to call it, heaven, okay? And that is just a big university where you're learning about life, and then you come to Earth go to a different planet, and you do the practical part, okay? You do the physical, practical part there. My higher self, my soul, is doing a double degree in the human condition, and my major is non-attachment. That's what you're here to learn, non-attachment. No one is supposed to be super attached to anyone, okay? Attachment and desire is the root of all suffering, and that comes from Buddha, all right? It is not healthy to be super attached to anyone or anything. It just makes you miserable as soon as you lose it, okay? If you're not attached to anything, you got nothing to lose, and you won't be miserable. Start being present. Start meditating all the time. Start researching about it. That is your number one job from now on. And I promise you, you will find an inner peace, love, and happiness that far surpasses any love that you ever felt for your twin flame or anything in your whole entire life. Tip number 9, don't get caught in a twin flame trap. Telepathic messages, trap. Signs and synchronicities, trap. Physically feeling them, trap. I'm not saying these things aren't happening. Of course they're happening. Do you know why they're happening? Because it's you in another body. I have all these same things happen when I have psychic visions of my other lives. When I see my past lives and my present lives and my future lives, I can see what they're thinking. I can feel what they're feeling. I can feel that like I'm in their body, seeing out through their eyes. I can see what they're doing. I can even get physical pains that they're feeling, okay? And this what's happens with my twin flame as well, okay? That is because you are the same person. You might be getting signs and synchronicities like seeing their name all the time or seeing their birthday all the time or seeing messages that they love you or keep hearing songs about how they love you and they miss you and they want you back, okay? That's all great and beautiful. And they are probably thinking those things, but it doesn't matter if they're not doing it in the physical reality, okay? You might be having these beautiful dreams that felt real, okay? That you're communicating with them in the day or whatever you want to call it. And that's probably happening. But it doesn't matter if it's not happening in the physical realm that you're living in now. Okay? My husband, who is my romantic soulmate, tells me all the time that he loves me. Okay? And I'm not having to search for signs and synchronicities in dreams or in my thoughts. I know it because he tells me physically. If they're not telling you physically, it doesn't exist. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Okay, number 10. Ride the waves. There's going to be big ups and downs, okay? You are a surfer. And when you're going to make these big breakthroughs, once you start being present, you're going to start making these big breakthroughs. And you're going to start feeling incredible peace, happiness, and love. But you know, it's like Newton's third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So every time you hit that crest of the wave, you're going to get dunked by the wave straight into the sandbank. Anyone who surfs knows that's what can happen if a wave breaks on you, okay? You're going to ride that crest of the wave, and then that wave's going to dump you, and it's going to break onto you, okay? But that's the whole point of it. Dolores Cannon said, Earth is a school where we learn how to manipulate energy. That's one of the main reasons we're here, to learn how to manipulate energy. So you're going to get these big ups and downs, okay, like a yo-yo, but you need to learn how to make it still. So you need to practice being present every single second of every single day. That means you are focusing only on the things that you can feel with your 5 senses, things that you can hear, things that you can see, things that you can feel, things that you can taste, things that you can smell, okay? They're the only things that you are caring about anymore. Your thoughts don't exist. Your thoughts aren't real. They are not important. The only important thing is what's actually physically happening in the now, okay? One of the best things I did when I was trying to first get out of this stuff and stop the obsessive thinking was I would literally narrate everything I was doing. I'm walking down the hallway. Just do it in your head. You don't have to do it out loud. I'm walking down the hallway. I'm putting my hand on a gold doorknob. I'm turning the gold doorknob. I'm looking at a wall. It has yellow flowers on the wallpaper. Narrate everything you are doing. The more you start doing that, the more you start living in the now, the obsessive thoughts will subside and you will feel a peace, love, and happiness like you've never felt before. Trust me. Please do this, okay? But like I said, you're going to get those big waves, and then you're going to get smacked down just as hard. But the best thing about it is the more you do it, the smaller the waves get, until it eventually becomes a still ocean, okay? Don't fight the current. A river doesn't try and fight against itself. Just let it be. Just surrender to what is. Just say, okay, I can see this. This is what's happening. I can't do anything about it. I surrender to what is. Just like the surf. The surf doesn't try and fight against itself. It just lets the waves happen. Okay? The path of least resistance leads to no resistance at all. All right? Be like water. Follow the flow of life. I promise you, if you do these things, not only will you get over your twin flame, but like I said, you will start to feel an inner peace, love, and happiness that you've never experienced before, that far surpasses anything that the twin flame romantic journey has given you. Not only that, as soon as you start being present, you will start to cultivate the life that you've always wanted to live, a perfect, beautiful life. Michael Singer says that manifestation is the least spiritual thing that you can do. If you just accept what is and surrender to the now, you will have everything just fall into your lap without even trying. Catch me for more content on my Facebook pages, The Real Truth About Twin Flames and Psychic Time Traveler. Also check out my podcast, Psychic Time Traveler.